Hello everyone, in today's video I'm talking about what I'm decluttering in June and July out of my home. So I hope that these tips of things that I'm decluttering will help to inspire you to keep your home decluttered this summer. So the first thing that I want to tackle is the workshop. So you might also have a shed. So I've finished all of my seeds and planted everything out. So now I want to go through and just get rid of my plant pots, clean up my plant pots, get rid of anything that I'm not using or I know I'm not going to use again, and just have a declutter in that area, including all of my tools as well. So again, you might have that kind of space in your garden, a workshop, a shed, that you could go through and declutter for the summer. I also want to go through and sort out the outdoor toys. So obviously my kids are getting a bit older, but we have still got some outdoor toys in the bike shed. So I'm going to go through those and get rid of the things that I know that we're not going to use anymore, or at least if I'm not taking them to the tip if they're broken. Otherwise I'll be donating those. As I'm going to be doing some work on the built-ins, this cupboard here has got all of our games and puzzles in it. So I'm going to go through that, take the lot out, and try to declutter some of the things that I know that we are not going to use, we're not going to play again. I think it's a real trap to think, oh, I've got to keep things for potentially for other people's children to come and play. I feel like I'm hanging on to things for much longer than I should. So I'm definitely going to go through those games and puzzles and just make sure we're keeping the things that we really want. So this is a really good time to go through your shoes. It's a really great time also to wash your shoes, things like musty trainers. It's a brilliant time to get them washed and dried in the sunshine in the garden. But I do find that my kids' feet seem to grow in the summer holidays. So I sort of like to reflect on the winter shoes and make sure that I'm decluttering any of them out, things that we don't want, things that I know that they've grown out of that I can then donate. I am carrying on with cleaning out one kitchen cupboard, so I think I've done most of them, but I've got the upper cupboards in the far side of my kitchen. I'm going to go through those. I have got baskets in them that I tend not to use those cupboards well because they're really high, and I kind of do need to find a solution to that so I make better use of the space. So that's a job that I want to tackle, is one more cupboard in my kitchen. I'm going to declutter our bed sheets. So in our bedroom we've got a really big trunk where we keep our bed sheets. So I've got like the fitted sheets, the pillows, and then our duvet sets. And for the sets I basically use a pillowcase, put all of the set, the duvet and cover and pillows in that pillowcase and make a set which I store in there. Now I think I've got 4, possibly 5 sets, and I don't need that many, and I tend to only reach for a couple of them. I also think that bed sheets can get quite tired and it is nice to replace them. I'm always needing sheets for things like decorating. I've got friends with animals who appreciate having sheets and things like that for their pets. So I think it's a good time to go through and declutter the bed sheets. Really, you only need 2 sets of bed sheets per bed, one on the bed and one in the wash. That's plenty. So I'm going to go through and be ruthless and declutter my bed sheets. A couple of months ago I did a huge wardrobe declutter and I did a video about it, and I don't regret any of the things that I got rid of. I got rid of so many clothes, but I do need to just go through and have another look because there were things that I kept thinking I might wear them and I know that I haven't. So again, I want to be ruthless and have another declutter now. I'm also going to go through the car cleaning stuff. So we've got quite a big kind of collection of car cleaning things in a bag. So I want to go through, see what we've got. Do I need to replace anything? And chuck out all the empties, which we're really good at keeping. The last thing that I'm going to do is go through some of my decor. Now I keep things, I've got boxes of things in the attic, things that I might use again, but I think what I'm going to do is actually go through it and again be ruthless, and if I don't think I'm going to use it or I don't want it anymore, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter it Most of the time I do donate, but there may be some things that I can sell. So I'm going to go through some of those. There'll be a couple of boxes in the attic which are long overdue a declutter. So for me, the garage is a massive declutter hotspot in my home. It really needs tackling. There's loads of stuff in there that I had planned to sell and I haven't done it. We're all guilty of that. But it's also a bit of a dumping ground for all sorts. It's a really difficult room because we've got the bikes hanging up on the wall. So actually I've got very little space to put things, but it really needs some attention. So that is definitely an area that I'm going to try and just pick away and give that room a bit of attention. So what is the hot spot for you? What area of your house do you really struggle to keep tidy and decluttered? But that is definitely my guilty secret. That room, the garage, is shocking. I think that's enough to be getting on with. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe and I will be seeing you again soon. Bye!